Alright guys, so today we're taking a look at the Hagstrom MEGIN. As usual, we'll hear a bunch of different tones, check out the pickups on a clean tone, and then we'll round off with specs and overall takeaways to finish. So specs wise, this guitar kind of brings the phrase simplistic efficiency to mind in that it's quite streamlined in how it's designed. Its overall goal isn't to be super versatile, and I actually really like that about this guitar, and to be honest, any guitars that are designed with a slightly more specific application in mind. I'll talk a bit more about that in a second though, but specs wise we've got two of Hagstrom's custom 62 pickups, and it's worth mentioning that these are half covered, so they're going to be slightly brighter than their full covered counterparts. That's on a three-way selector. We've got master tone and master volume. We've got Hagstrom's proprietary wraparound bridge, and this has got counter anchor points in the bridge that with the goal of delivering more string resonance into the body. So it's going to give you greater resonance, also a slightly faster attack. I've got a mahogany body and mahogany neck also, and this is like a kind of sonic blue finish. I believe there's three other finishes. You've got like a grey burst, and then there's a black and a cream that both have a red tortoise shell look guard on there. We've got a resonator fretboard, and then we've got a 15-inch radius, so both kind of standard Hagstrom specs there. Now the thing that surprised me most when I read the spec sheet for this guitar was the longer scale length. So we've got 25.5 on here. I guess visually I just kind of expected it would probably have a shorter scale length, which is quite interesting actually, because I think there's not actually that many guitars with this kind of aesthetic and kind of design that feature a longer scale length, so it makes it fairly unique in that regard. Now moving up top, we've got the Graphtec XL Tusk Nut, and we've got the three-a-side Hagstrom proprietary tuners. So I mentioned at the top of the video that I prefer it when a guitar has a kind of more simplified but maybe tailored spec set to a specific application, rather than something that's designed to be super versatile. And this isn't me hating on versatile guitars. My first good guitar was a PRS, and it made sense at the time because I only had one good guitar. I was playing in a bunch of different bands in different styles and things. So if that's the situation you're in, or if you're playing live and you can only play one guitar or one or two, a versatile guitar is definitely going to be your friend in that situation. I think particularly though, if you've got a few guitars and you're looking to add to that, having guitars that really do a kind of focused thing, or kind of put you in a certain mindset, and even from a visual standpoint, I'll find that sometimes, that different guitars will pull things out of you that way, whereas a versatile guitar is maybe a little bit more of a blank canvas. Anyone who watches my channel regularly will know that my favourite guitar is an Esquire, and that's a single pickup Telecaster. But I just like it when a guitar kind of knows what it wants to do, and it kind of informs you as a player as well, because I think that can be really useful, particularly if you're doing session work for different genres and things. It can first off make it a bit easier to pick which guitars to use for certain parts, but also kind of lets you tap into that almost like the vibe of the guitar, I guess. But anyway, let me know in the comment section if you prefer versatility or more kind of tailored specs in a guitar. But that was the Hagstrom MEGIN. I'll be putting a link in the description box to all the other guitar demos I've done for Hagstrom, because it's pretty much every model of theirs at this point, I think. But any questions, be sure to drop them in the comment section. If you did enjoy the video, please do like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.